Alright guys, ZFR back here again today, and in this video we are going to be talking about all of the crazy Easter eggs and callbacks and cameos we saw in episode 6 of season 5 of Samurai Jack. So pretty much this episode was definitely probably the best for most people. I definitely liked it the most, even though we didn't get to see Jack for most of it. It was still a great episode, probably one of the new best episodes of Samurai Jack of all time. Just the pacing was perfect in this episode. They brought back a lot of characters and stuff, and we just got to see a lot of fan favorites return and stuff. A lot of awesome callbacks, and a lot of people are excited about it. So we're gonna talk about just the characters we saw return and a few of the callbacks and stuff we also saw in the episode, but we're not going to go too in depth on everything else because I'm going to be releasing videos about all of that later on, such as Aussie's redemption and Jack's attempt at suicide. We're going to talk about all of that in different videos later today, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel if you want some more of that. So getting into this video, the episode starts off with Aussie on this little flying plane boat looking thing. I really don't know what to call. I'm just gonna call it an airboat. So she's on this airboat, and these two dudes see her, and I guess they overheard her asking the pilot about Jack. Like, she's asking about Jack. She's trying to figure out where he went, and apparently he used this airboat or whatever to get where he's going. So they overheard her, and they kind of attack her, thinking that she's a bounty hunter, because throughout the history of Samurai Jack, if someone's around asking about the samurai, if they're asking, I can't pronounce asking right now, but if they're asking about Jack, then usually they're doing it because they're a bounty hunter. They're looking for him. They're trying to kill him. So yeah, like, they think that's what's going on with her, which is ironic that used to be the case. But when they attack her, we get the big reveal that they're actually the Willies. I believe that's how you say it, the Willies from season 1, and pretty much they were these people who were enslaved by the little blue alien looking dudes, and Jack pretty much saved them. That is from season 1, if anybody's interested in going back and seeing that. I don't remember which episode exactly, but there are plenty of people kind of tagging like which episodes and stuff. It should be easy to find, but yeah, and then we move on. Well, actually, no. Let me finish this up. They tell her the story of how Jack saved them from slavery and all that, and pretty much the pilot walks back over and he's like, "Jack, get off here." So Aussie jumps down. She goes down into the woods below, and we see a bunch of these beetle drones running from something. They just got attacked, and then boom, out of nowhere, we get the 3 blind archers, and once again, Aussie's like, "I'm looking for the samurai," and they give her the face like, for what? Because like I said, everybody usually is trying to kill Jack, so you have all these people he saved kind of looking out for him, taking out anybody who may be a danger to him. So yeah, it's really awesome to see that Jack has kind of already started his own little rebellion without knowing it. Like, there are people out here who are rebelling against a coup openly, like fighting his bounty hunters and stuff. So that's awesome to see. And we get to see how the 3 blind archers were saved by Jack, how he gave up going home to the past in order to free them from the curse, which was awesome. And then next, the one I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed, we got to see the rave. Pretty much this was from an episode where Jack saved a bunch of brainwashed kids from Aku, because he brainwashed them into being evil and stuff and all that, and they do a pretty good job of explaining what happened in the episode. We get this awesome little musical number where we get to see Aussie dance. At first I thought it was going to be kind of cheesy when they first started singing, But then they got into it. I was like, they did that perfectly. Like I said, this episode had so many perfect things, and pretty much I love how they're using all these old characters to kind of show Aussie even more what Jack has been up to over the years, like what he's done, what he's left behind. Then the big one, as soon as everybody saw this building in the rain, everyone freaked out. I know they did, because we all knew we were getting ready to see the samurai. Like, the samurai. Like, that's pretty much how he said back then. So pretty much, if you don't remember, this was from the episode Samurai versus Samurai. And pretty much in this episode, we had this guy, the samurai, who pretty much fought Jack. He got annoyed with Jack because, you know, he was really loud and obnoxious, and Jack was all calm and peaceful. So he got a big fight with Jack, and Jack pretty much embarrassed him, and, you know, showed him what a real samurai was like and stuff. And he ended up really respecting Jack by the end of the episode. It was a nice episode of Samurai Jack. So yeah, that was all great to see him again. I know a lot of people freaked about that, but the big one that nobody saw coming was the Mongol. Like, the Mongol just burst through the doors out of nowhere, and everybody's like, holy crap, it's the Mongol. So yeah, I mean, people were really excited about this episode. Some people are saying, I don't know how they brought the Mongol back when Aku killed him, which he did. So it is kind of weird. But then again, the Mongol is a demon. We don't really know how that works. I'm guessing demons or spirits could come back in some way or form. Jack's father technically defeated Aku the first time. We sealed him away, but, you know, he of course came back. So yeah, it's not too unbelievable to see the Mongol back. Another one that I actually missed, I still went over this before that part, but the three dogs. Like, some people think that these three dogs might be a callback to season 1, the episode 1, actually, when you think about it. Yeah, the very first episode of Samurai Jack, or it might have been episode 2, I can't remember. It was either episode 1 or 2. Some people think that these are a callback to those little talking dogs who, you know, they were studying like dog history, because, you know, they're standing up, walking around, talking, and they were trying to figure out if dogs used to walk on all fours and stuff and act like, you know, animals and stuff, because, you know, they're not used to it. They're just walking around and stuff. So I do think that was a callback to them. I don't think that was them specifically, even though 2 of them did look like them, but the third one didn't look like the dog that was with them. But I do think that was a slight little callback to them, showing that that dogs have become even more sophisticated in this world and stuff, which is ironic because we saw Scare Moose try to use a dog to get in the boat before, so that was funny. But yeah, pretty much, like, after that, the last callback people are thinking that we saw, and this one I'm not too sure about, but a lot of people think that the graveyard at the end of the episode is actually the same graveyard Jack fought Aku in that one time. He fought Aku and the zombies in the graveyard. Aku got his sword from him and everything. And they had this really awesome fight in the graveyard. Probably, if I have to be honest, I think that's the best fight between Aku and Jack, in my opinion. I think even the episode that's titled Jack versus Aku, even in that's a whole episode of them fighting. But I think mostly that this episode that I'm talking about now, where he fights Aku in the graveyard, like, I thought that was the best fight between the 2 of them. So yeah, that was a really awesome episode. But I don't know if this is a callback for sure, but one thing's for certain, it could be, for the simple fact Jack is obviously backtracking here. Like, we see him go back past a lot of places he's been before. We see Aussie, you know, running to all these people he helped before. So obviously he's going back instead of going forward like he usually does. He's actually backtracking here. So we know that he's on his way to, he's like definitely going in that direction to where he could be at the graveyard. So it's really hard to tell on that one. You just have to leave up the speculation, I guess, because there's really no way to know for sure if that's the same graveyard or what. But you know, overall, this episode was great when it came to callbacks. It did a lot of fan service. I know a lot of people enjoyed it. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about this episode all day long on this channel. So if you want more, make sure to come back and check out. I'm going to talk about Jack's attempted suicide. I'm going to talk about Aussie's full redemption. I'm even going to talk about Scared Moose trying to get back to Aku about Jack losing his sword. We're even going to go over that a little bit later, so make sure you come back for that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and don't forget to just have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. ZFR out.